That's actually speaking of dressing up, because I know you told me that you like to dress up. So last Halloween I dressed up as a Mormon, and I didn't have it. It's because I was supposed to go to that. So Victoria's having that costume contest at Inside Out, and I was like, I gotta go support, but I don't have anything. I was like, but I got this face, and I got a white shirt and a black tie.
Yo. What up? And we're back. What up, everyone? FiendCity Podcast, episode 24. Woo-hoo. We got the number right this time.
Yeah, we're getting them, dude.
We're getting there. Yo, and we got a special guest today. Someone that started a whole new segment of comedy here in New Mexico. Give it up for my boy, Evan Wrons.
Oh, shit. Thanks for having me. Thank you. Thank you.
Ronzi started the whole, the actual roast battle scene here in Albuquerque. So the only comedy roast battle tournaments and situations we have is because of you. So thank you for bringing roast and that style of comedy to New Mexico.
Man, you're giving me too much credit, but I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I mean, bringing it out here is it's just something we needed to have. It already existed out there. It's not like something, I'm just trying to be the vessel, bring it out here, and people love it. I mean, who likes talking shit more than New Mexico?
It's such a part of embedded in Latino culture, just to straight talk shit, give it back. You do it with your family. I know me and my pops talk shit. It's just almost how you show love. You almost don't talk shit to someone unless you fucking vibe with them, really.
Yeah, for real. That's how you know someone's actually got your back. I always say your good friends tell you if you got shit in your teeth. You know what I mean? Let me know. Don't let me walk out the house in these shoes if they ain't looking right.
That's really what it is, bro. That's really what it is. And you know what? All the other big scenes, New York is infamous for their roast battles. I think it's really important that we have that kind of category of comedy here. What's up, Ani?
Do you guys, Brian Moses, Brian Moses, right? Yeah. The roast battle in Los Angeles and stuff. He was actually on the Joe Rogan podcast and was talking about a roast battle league.
Okay.
Literally letting them know, we have a scene here of battlers, send it to him, Moses, and he'll make something happen where he's trying to travel places with this.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, look how big UBR, the battle rapping circuits have gotten, and that's not even old school battle rapping. It's a weird mix of talking shit, rapping, and almost spoken words. So
right, yeah,
I could see the battles definitely getting to be something like that.
I mean, that's how actually I got started. Was I did a roast battle at the Comedy Store, and Brian Moses was hosting them there.
Oh, damn. Nice. Okay, so how'd you get into that?
So it's because I was in the rap battles. You know what I mean?
So you were in that scene, the UBR scene.
Yeah. So UBR is I used to throw those events, and that's kind of how. I didn't start it. That's shout out to Avenue and shout out to Bradley Payton. Those guys are the ones who started UBR in New Mexico. But that's what I used to do. That's how I got into performing. Honestly,
okay, dope.
And everything. And so I did rap battles. Oh, there's a bunch of shit up there.
You have to maybe bring up CVV YouTube.
And so that's how I got involved. And then I did some rap battles in Seattle, and I had a couple in LA. And doing those through KOTD and those leagues and everything, trying to come up through their Jeezy or whatever. And I made connections, and the guy who's working at the Comedy Store was like, let's do a roast battlers, comedians versus rap battlers night. And I got booked as one of them just because I did hella jokes.
Okay.
I wasn't a rap battler yo, I got that thing on me.
Yeah. This shit was being
I was hella stupid. I'd be saying shit I bet you eat at Denny's a lot though. You look like Danny DeVito and Demi Lovato with Danny's libido and Demi's vibrato. Tomato. You know what I mean? Just hella stupid shit. But so that's what I was doing, and then I did that one event, and I walk in the Comedy Store holy fuck, this place is real, and then I'm I could hear that's Rogan's voice. And then the crowd cheers, and I walk around, and then boom, he walks up the main room. He walks right in front of me, and I'm oh shit, that's fucking Joe Rogan.
That's so ill.
And he looks around, and he's I need to get out of this fucking hallway because he could just see I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Oh shit. So, but it was tight. And then I got to go in the back room. Brian Moses clowning on me. I had a nose ring at the time. He's like, is that thing real? He's like, all right, let me write that down next to your name. So he could clown on me when I get on stage. But it was tight, man. Tony Hinchcliffe, Jeff Ross, all those dudes. And what's funny is the guy I was up against was absolutely terrible. And I did pretty good. My first two jokes are great. My last one, I tried to wing it, and it was wah, wah. But I won, and I got, invited back. But, I got to travel to be on stage for 3 minutes. And
Well, that's even though it was only like you said 3 minutes. You're at one of the probably the most famous comedy club in the world.
Dude, I was in the belly room where Dave Chappelle did his special.
Exactly. I mean, anybody who's done comedy in that room, and just to the fact that not only did you start the roast battles here, but you actually have background from real roast battles. You've met real roasters, so it's not like you're just like, oh, I'm gonna start doing these out of nowhere. So and that's cool. So
I'd love to get. I mean, speaking like following up on that, like getting Brian Moses out here, or like I'm trying to get to that point where like we could like get Jeff Ross to be a judge.
It'd be ill.
Yeah, that's that'd be so badass.
Just trying to figure out what we got to do to make that happen, or like even start smaller, because that's kind of bigger names. But yeah, Brian Moses, I've seen he's done it in Denver, so I think we're getting to that
super
point,
possible.
Man.
You just got to get to the point where you can pay them their fee, find some sponsors to pay it, sell tickets to cover it. But it's definitely workable. I think that's dope. I don't think a lot of comedians maybe know your background is that extensive, not only in comedy roast but in the UBR world. So that's pretty dope. I don't know if a lot of the cats are really that aware.
Yeah, I mean, like the roast battle scene now has developed so much since September when we first brought it back after the pandemic, but so I haven't really been roast battling anymore, so people just think I'm just chilling, but I was doing that for 2 years. I did a whole bunch of them, and then I don't think people realize I've done some stand-up too. You know what I mean? I've done at least like not that many. Actually, I don't even know if I should say the number. Probably like 5 or 6 sets. You know what I mean? Like nothing crazy.
It's such a different beast. It really is.
Oh man, I mean, I have the utmost respect for comedians because like you are literally on stage working with nothing. All you got is your voice and like your energy.
Bro, last night
there's nothing that supports it. Like rap battles. It's like boom, you're rhyming. Like the fourth bar is gonna be the joke or the thing. So like boom, there it is. Like oh, now I react. We're like. To be able to write a joke and be funny off of no other crutches, like that takes another level of skill.
The skill that it does take, and that's exactly what it is, bro. It's skills. Like it's not just being funny and material, but you learn so much skills along the way. And I feel like 5 years in, I don't want to say barely, but I'm really harnessing those skills. Like last night I did that award show, the Cannabis Award show, and I actually had to bring up these rappers on stage. Like I was introing them in. Dudes weren't there. Dudes weren't even there. So I was like, of course the rappers would be the guys late. And so I started roasting them, and I literally had to do like 15 minutes that I wasn't expecting.
You were planning,
And so, and then when the rappers showed up, I immediately started roasting them. And I told them, I get to talk as much shit about you guys as I want. You guys were fucking late to your
smoking weed in the parking lot.
I was like, you have one SoundCloud song. This is your one chance to perform, and you're like, I was just talking so much shit
to a crowd.
Yeah, I know. It was like
an actual crowd, right?
It was like the youngest looking white kid too. I was like, did you just get out of like La Cueva prom? Is that why you're late? Like what? It was like,
yeah, no, for real though. I mean, that's the hip hop scene, like New Mexico, man. Also, it's hilarious.
But then after I went to a show where there was 10 audience members last night.
Yeah.
And dude, you could ask On Hill, man. And I hate to be this guy, but I was such a Debbie Downer waiting to go up. And I was like, why am I even fucking here? There's nobody here. I hate going at the end because everybody already leaves by the point. He throws his fucking son up who's doing a Russian impression. It's all weird, dude. And I went up there and actually had one of the funnest like 20-minute sets I've had in a while. And like the whole like worked everyone in. It was a really good night. So
man, sometimes the spontaneous moments is where just magic happens. You know what I mean?
I think one day too you'll like look back and like these days you'll miss it. Be like, oh, I miss those hometown shows where I was making like 10 people laugh. And when you're on the road every night and kind of stuff like that.
Dude, I had 3 jokes for the roast battle, but that felt like a 10-minute set for me. Like it was the highlight, I
don't think I've ever seen you come out that confident. I've never seen that version of you, and I don't know if your singlet embodied it. So if y'all don't remember on the last episode we talked about it, but the last roast, On Hill came out like a straight wrestler. And I'm talking just straight paperweight. I'm talking, he had the singlet. He had the whole outfit.
I was ready to fight for the strawweight division. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, shit, dude. His dick looked like a speed bag just bobbing around in his fucking... He was bouncing around and it was right eye level with the audience. I saw them intimidated just by the cusp, brother.
Oh my God,
I loved it, man. That it was a spectacle. You know what I mean? Like turning it into entertainment, I think you got to look at, especially like battles, like the whole thing of like even rap battles or roast battles, like that shit is wrestling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like WWE, like we need narratives. We need like we need to have the heel. We need to have like the hero and stuff. And it's like I'm trying to figure that kind of shit out. It's like where I can build in these narratives because people are starting to get to know. And
you know what? I feel like our judges panel is even becoming like a little family.
Yeah.
Like now that we know each other, so our jokes about each other are better. Right. We're better at joking about the roasts and about the audience. And I feel like that connection has also grown. Man, all I know is Odd Hell, it would have been so funny if in between your 3 jokes, another comedian came and like gave you water and like wiped your head off. That'd have been like the killer.
Oh, man, that's next level. Do you know? I guess we don't want to know. I guess we got to keep it a surprise. I like want to know what he's thinking. What you're thinking for the next one. Yeah, we'll wait.
Oh, that's gonna be the best thing. Is now he even told me he won't let me know.
Yeah, I was like, I can't.
I'll help you with. I'll let you know the jokes, but I won't let you know the outfit. I was like, all right, I got you.
So that's the fun part about it.
So this is real life, guys. That's On Hill's smoke alarm because his girlfriend's cooking fettuccine Alfredo.
It smells good as fuck.
It smells so fucking good in here too.
Out here sitting in this room, I'm like, I'm just about to chew some pasta up in this microphone. You know what I mean?
It smells like we're doing a fucking podcast at Olive Garden. Dude. It's fucking my stomach up right now.
Let's do some ASMR and chew into the mics. You know?
Totally let us in the back. That's funny.
She's in there full Bobby fillet, bro. Just
Bobby fillet.
Oh man.
Yeah. So On Hell stepped it up. All the roasts have been stepping up. They've been selling out. And I'm really happy to be one of the. I honestly feel honored to be like the first cat roasted in your roast.
So what are you guys thinking about that? Like, is it going to be like on stage, the panels on there with you too?
So
I don't know. Probably put the panel where the judges are. Okay. And then I'll probably be on stage, and then the roaster
one at a time come
on stage.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it all depends like on how many people are gonna like be signed up to roast, you know. And I think you want to find out how much material everyone has, so we can build it up so the longer ones are towards the end. But I think making it a big spectacle. So I did a roast, which is hilarious. I had a roast of myself. The work to the ego to be involved to host your own roast. I was like, Jesus, who the fuck am I? but I went, and it's funny. I had like this tuxedo coupon for some shit from work, and so I was like, I'm gonna get the worst fucking tuxedo I possibly could. And I got like that baby blue tuxedo, like Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, that's the best.
Then I had like the tied. I looked like a plantation owner. It was terrible.
Oh my gosh.
I looked like Colonel Sanders, but from Dumb and Dumber. It was bad.
And the hair doesn't help. The hair's not helping.
No, not at all, man. It was just all bad. And so that's why I dressed up and I sat in the chair and we'll get a podium up there. You know, that's the way to do it. I think that was early on. Like now, having where we're at with Rebel, this thing is to be a spectacle. It's gonna be.
I even wanted to add another element. I haven't really talked to you about it, but you know, I come from the b-boy world.
Yeah.
And battling and roasting is a huge part of that.
Yeah.
So I was gonna put in a small call, like, hey, a couple of the homies, like, if you want to roast me on the floor, there's that like wide open floor. I think it'd be pretty dope to have a couple b-boys come out and throw a couple sets down.
Okay, yeah, I'd be down for that. I mean, honestly, just like immersing it into the experience, and let's figure that out. That sounds dope.
You can imagine with a DJ having the music.
I mean, you already got a DJ. It literally be like one song's worth. Like, it'd be like a couple people just giving me a round, like them roasting me around.
Oh man, that'd be sick. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm trying to think about like what else, you know, what else is missing from those roast battles, or just like the event, like as a whole. Like we're trying to get, you know, we got the DJ now, and then trying to get some of those sounds to play after the jokes.
Oh yeah, the sounds have been funny.
Yeah, trying to get those little bit better. I think there's like, I love the fact that On Hell had the outfit. So now it's like, okay, what other things can we do that are like, we almost need someone like to run on stage. So they at the Comedy Store, they have that one dude. Actually, he's on the TV out there right now. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. He's yes.
Okay,
he's hilarious. Yeah, bro, he'll just get out there. Or there's this other dude.
Jeremiah Walker. They used to call themselves the Wave.
Yeah, dude. And they'll just cheer, and they'll like wear different outfits and be like, and they just keep the crowd going. It's absolutely absurd, but it's all the energy is like right. And so we need to we need like our token person to do that. We'll find them.
I really think you really added an element of creativity in the last roast with that. And I think a lot of people are going to start thinking outside the box a little bit. And then I'm going to give it up to, is it Evan Galbert?
Yeah.
I haven't really talked to him much. He's Santa Fe dude. I said, what's up real quick. But I was not expecting him to hit Josh Fournier with that Prince of Bel-Air rap.
That was wild.
And I almost thought he freaked, because when he's like, okay, Fresh Prince of Rio Rancho or something, he called him that, and I was like, oh, that was funny, but it seemed like it was like said on the spot. And then he went into the rap, and with how specific it was to Josh, I was like, oh, he wrote that. And he was like killing it.
Yeah, punchline with
the audience.
Yeah, it kind of blew my mind, because I was just like, wait, how did this work out like that? You know what I mean? Because Josh had just said that, and so I'm like, damn, this is kind of on the top, but there's You must have had this prepared somehow.
It was so ill. Yeah. So between the battle
he
rap,
told him to put the beanie on. That's what it was. Put the beanie back on, and then he called him the 8 Mile.
Oh yeah.
And then he had the rap prepared. I think that just
you know what? And when you're a comedian, somebody leads you into what you're about to do. You're like, oh, you set me up. Like, it's like somebody literally volleyball set you up, and you're just like spiking it back down. So yeah, that's gonna be dope, man. I'm really excited. We're gonna be dropping a promo video probably this week.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like Tuesday. Yeah, it's looking good.
Yeah, Matt. Like I told you, my boy Maverick's coming down for the roast. He's known as the Albuquerque local. Yeah. I think everybody's gonna be excited to roast him and not only like have him on the panel because when he moved to Oklahoma, they actually did a roast to him, but just like how the garage style, like the comedians just held a party.
Oh, nice.
But they've been known to do that. That's like a comedian send off. And like I told these guys, I was telling Robert and Tyler the other night, I really don't plan on being around too much longer. Yeah. And by the end of the year, I either want to be out of New Mexico or on the road like 2 weeks out of the month.
Yeah. Nice. So that's what's up, man. The grind. That's how you make things happen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, then we'll send you the fuck off. Then you know what I mean?
Yes, it is. And I know we've been talking about it, yo. So the roast of me, the roast battles is on 420 Wednesday. It's on brand for me. I'm already known as a cannabis comedian. Yeah. I'm like the Santa Claus of April. Like I am so booked. We'll get into my schedule in a second. But this is my favorite show of the month. Excited for something dope on 420. I feel like it's Wednesday being 420. Everyone's going to be looking for something to do anyway.
Right.
And it's already rec. Like it's going to be such a fun night. It'd be like super smart for the bar to do like liquid marijuana special or something. You know what I mean? Something.
Yeah, I know. I agree. I know. It's going to be interesting to see how the crowd is. Everyone's going to be all schlepped over. From
weed audiences suck too, bro. Dude, that's the one thing I noticed. I did that cannabis award show. The jokes, you have to like wait like 10 seconds for a laugh. I'm like, oh no, they're still there. But it took a while.
That's hilarious.
It took a while. I mean, even yesterday with the rappers being like, I'm like, is everything late in the weed shit? Like, yeah. So that's
New Mexico time too. So
yeah. So first the roast on 420. First year we got recreational cannabis. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun event for real.
Have you thought about anything you're gonna do special? You gonna dress up or anything? Do a little.
Well, the one thing I thought that would be dope was be the breaking. I want to come out breaking and then either at the end have my homies roast me or like right off the bat. Yeah. And then I already know how it's gonna go. Like I need to start working on cardio because it's like you going round after round. Like you guys are gonna see me tired as shit. It's not gonna be me like killing it. So it is gonna be me getting roasted on the floor.
Okay.
Because after like 3 rounds, bro, you start getting tired. So we'll see.
So you're just gonna be like huffing and puffing on stage, well, then you have comedians come
up and just clouding me, and I'm all.
Oh, dude, yeah.
It might look even better. So
I love that.
I thought it would be dope, maybe to, I don't know, like. There's not really like a video theme, but like to throw a little quick screen, like a slideshow of like some of the shows and moments over the 5 years.
Oh yeah.
Like a quick little 1 minute fucking reel or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what we'd project that on, but that'd be hilarious to just have pictures of you playing in the background.
A little bit.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be recorded, right? I'm pretty sure Larry will probably record it or something.
I'm sure.
You can, if not, you should ask him, dude.
I have a photographer from work coming to take some pictures.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so we'll get some stuff taken care of. It'll be dope.
He's going to always edit it, make it a good fucking YouTube video for like just that segment of the roast of Zach Abeyta.
Yeah, we should honestly we got to start doing that, and then that's how we start making things happen with some of these bigger heads. Show them what it's about.
Yeah. So your first roast you started pre-pandemic, correct? Like here the ones that you started holding. Yeah. Were they the Tractor? Was that you?
I started them at Tractor, yeah, but I started the first fucking one I had was at Red Velvet Underground.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And that shit
we've all had some moments there.
Musky as a motherfucker.
Oh yeah, it's like the Slytherin hangout over there.
Yeah, for real, man.
It's like the Crypt Keepers bar.
There's some memories baked into that place, dude. They're like just smell. You could rub a ghost off of the wall.
Dude, when there's like carpet on the ceiling and it has stains on it, you got questions.
Let's just flip.
When there's carpet on the ceiling and the ceiling has stains, you're like, yo, I don't know.
This place isn't real. This exists in some warlock like territory. I don't know, man. It was crazy, but that's where it all started.
Okay.
That's where
that was the Buck and Danger roast.
Yeah, that was the Buck and Danger where Danger tried to like, hey, give me a beat. and like wanted to. Oh man, that was bad. But it was good. It was the start of it all. That one, and then it kind of got better. You know, I mean, we had a good crowd, and then like Tractor stayed pretty consistent, and then obviously pandemic and
okay. And when you came back, you did a couple of Safe House, right? The distillery.
I did the one, just one.
Just the one. That was a pandemic roast because all like 8 comedians got COVID after that roast, and then I got COVID the following week. Oh, yeah. Man. So
that's okay. I didn't know that. That's good to know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they were getting roasted, bro, for sure.
You got to do what you got to do.
But ever since they've been at Revel, they have been like a next level event and probably our biggest comedy show that's been happening. Really.
I mean, it feels like that, and I'm just grateful like for that feeling that we're building on, that momentum, and just want to keep going. I think there's just something pure about like watching people talk shit to each other.
It really. What is like? Give me like a couple of your favorite moments and a couple like the most like cringy moments that you've seen at the roast. Like,
so Edward, that dude, do you remember Edward?
Yes.
And when he was like, I would fuck you in jail, and then that was
that was the joke. That was the whole joke.
That was the whole joke. I would fuck you in jail. I think my cringiest was that performance at that one. That was hilarious. And I was like, one more joke, give me one more. And then I bombed it again. I was like, why would I do that? That was hilarious. I loved Evan Galpert's rapping for sure. Angel coming out dressed up is super iconic. I think going back, that moment when Danger tried to freestyle was a huge moment for sure.
And was that like, just in my opinion, when I don't know the comedy scene as much as you guys do, was that like the downfall of their relationship, or was it already kind of having some problems?
I don't think that was never good.
I think it was broken up.
Because them, they fucking don't like each other.
Yeah,
and
for
that's crazy to see like in the scene now too. I'm just like, man, you guys are all awesome. I fucking love all you guys.
I could talk all this shit.
I've said it. I said it on stage at the roast.
Yeah, I actually took footage from that. We clipped it into a funny ass promotional video. It's actually somewhere on the Rip Williams page online if you wanted to pull it up.
Okay, that's what I was trying to find. I was like, who the fuck is this?
It's like an old video of him. He's like, give me a beat, and like I used it to promote the roast of my event, the roast, and like we made a song out of it, and yeah, it's pretty terrible. It's somewhere back there, probably like May 2019, April 2019 on the Rip Williams page. But yeah, that was the downfall of Danger. I think like after that, it was just like,
you know what a big thing of that is too is when you think you have like a card in your pocket, but it's actually your demise.
Oh yeah,
like you're like, oh, this is the thing that's gonna kill it, and it's the thing that literally puts you in the grave.
Yeah,
and because you're so confident and it's like so bad, and people are like, nope, like nah, we're not with it.
Yeah.
With comedy and with roast, you know immediately. No, yeah. I was just never a fan of the dude, so it was never. I never thought he was that funny, but I was hoping something would work for him. Not so much though. I'm trying to think about some other great moments. I think when Jared battled Tsunami, that's my favorite. That's my favorite roast moment.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to brag or anything, but like that was so cool. I wrote that joke for him.
And that, you know what, bro?
That's what blew me away because he kept pointing at me. He's like, "Oh, you did it. You did." I was like, "No, man, you fucking said that."
No, dude,
we got ghostwriting going.
That's the thing you don't know with these young guys. They team up. So when you got one of these dudes against Josh Fortier, you got 5 dudes against Josh Fortier.
We all about to go get a stabbing in.
That's a little bit of drama we cooking up now.
I've thrown a couple jokes at some homies. I gave Josh a couple jokes, and I gave Tyler a joke, his first joke that smacked against Kendra.
Oh, nice.
And so it's like, but
that makes sense. I mean, I could see. I've definitely like floated around jokes back in the days on like rap battles, and I've definitely talked some shit with people about. Yeah,
I'm gonna say one that Tyler told me the other day, and I hope he doesn't say this on stage, but I'll give him one. And I laughed so fucking hard. But we were just talking shit at my house the other day. And I told him something about his fucking outfit, and he's like, "You look like Professor X if he stood up." And I fucking died, bro. Like, died laughing. Like, just little fucking silly roast, and I can't wait to see some of these dudes on. It's gonna be dope, dude. It's gonna be dope.
Yeah, we gotta make a spectacle out of it. We're gonna get a whole podium. I'm gonna dress up somehow too. I'm gonna make a little thing for your roast.
Oh, we have to. We have to make it as silly and as fun, and it's on 420. We got to go over the top.
That's gonna be sick too. It's 420.
I really want to try to have some merch ready by that date too. I'm really trying to step my merch game up, especially after seeing some of the homies lately. Like even homegirl Saint Stack on Instagram. Yeah. I literally worn this in like 3 different photo shoots in the last.
I know.
I literally worn it. Yeah. I just take it off. clean it up. Yeah. So shout out when I seen my homie Defy, he's a rapper from here, has amazing merch, bro. Yeah. Amazing merch, and I want to get to the point where I'm taking that to like all the pop-ups, the art walks. Like I want to take the comedy and be around as much as possible. So and bro, like. Just gonna throw a net out there, and you got to throw me 5% off the tap. So you can make a ABQ roast battle shirt of some sort.
Yeah, we're gonna start. I think what I'm gonna keep doing, or I gotta start documenting it more. But like when we get these iconic moments happening, and then like turn it into a shirt.
Of course,
you know what I mean. I should have made the danger one. Like, give me a beat.
On hell, your first merch shirt should be you in that fucking
stick figure standing with the fucking that shit on there.
On hell comedy, Angel comedy. Yeah, bro. I think it's really dope to see it, dude. Like I've been at Revel the week before where there's 20 people there, and the next week it's the roast and there's 200.
Yeah, there's fucking packed.
There's it's very smart. The last one having as many roasts because I don't want to say it's a bringer show in a way, but if you're a roaster on that show, you'd be smart to bring out people.
Yeah.
Right. So the more people they bring out. Win-win all around.
Yeah, I think we're just at this point where the word of mouth is honestly moving because I used to put in hella work to promote a show. And now I think we just move a little smarter, you know, like we got some video footage. We're able to show people the environment. Mm-hmm. And I think using, you know, just like social in a way, and that's what I do for work. So as I got a little bit better at it, you know, just shit, that's my alarm to take
birth
out
control
trash. Anyways,
that's Evan. He's the first person taking male birth control. So someone has to be, someone has to be to get it.
Exactly, getting paid lots of money for that test trial.
Yeah,
but no, I think one thing I do, I kind of winding this back is. You know, using the content, it's just word of mouth. It's easy to promote these shows now because people are just like talking about it. Like, yo, we got to go see the next roast battle, right? And I think if we just continue to make different content, I think us making that video and like making different things and figuring out how we capture this. I think like on how you said, we got to like put these clips on YouTube or put them out there because those people see that energy of like, yo, I want to be there.
Yeah. Exactly. I wonder what happened for the rest of the show. Yeah, like they see that one clip.
Yeah, exactly.
I dig it. I want to see more theme shows going into the future. I would love to throw like a once in a while, not even like a monthly, maybe like a quarterly cannabis show. Now that we're rec, like I've always wanted to do like a hot ones, but with weed kind of style show or something.
You know, it'd be hilarious. Oh my God, this is an idea. Like, do a cannabis show, and like one person has to sit on stage the whole night, but like right before the show starts, they eat a shitload of edibles, and by the end of the show, like you get to see this person go from regular to like slumped out. Or
yeah, like we should have 5 comics. That's what it should be. Is like 5 comics do 5 minutes. And then have like something in the middle, and then have them come back and do 5 minutes a piece. After like an hour. And they're smacked. Yeah, absolutely. That would be a great show. So there's something there. I think theme shows are really good because now that we have showcases and stand-up, especially as somebody that's been doing stand-up in New Mexico for 5 years, it gives you an opportunity to do a show where you're not just burning material. So with the roast, you're not just up there telling your jokes, right? You're not burning. You still have all your jokes in the tank for if people liked you. They come out and see your act, it's going to be different.
Yeah.
So theme shows are great for that. It gets you to keep on your toes. Like you said, skills, it builds different skills, all that stuff.
Yeah, I think seeing what people can do like in person, you know, and I think when I would get up there, usually what I would do is I'd always write, you know, we used to do like the 5 jokes instead of the 3, which is, you know, now it's better quality and everything, but it's like I'd write like 20, 25 jokes and choose the best ones, right? But then it always worked out that like, by being prepared up there, you come up with something in the moment or something that's happened that night, and it always hits harder than anything else. But when I tried to go up there and be like, oh, I could just do that, like I have so much respect for Joshua that he can do that because like going up there with nothing, and I'm just like, oh shit, I don't have anything to back up. So now I'm not like thinking authentically. I'm thinking out of
it's
like,
almost all rebuttal. Like, it's all rebuttal.
It's all panic too, and so like. I don't know, that it definitely has a special kind of skill. I like what you say too, because I think like I didn't quite ever get into stand up the way I wanted to, is because I hate performing the same thing. For me personally, like I want to like always do something new, and so like after I wrote like a 10-15 minute bit and then I did it 3 times, and I'm just like, I don't. And you know, it's probably just because it needs to be better too.
It's such a grueling thing. Yeah. I mean, it's literally the definition of insanity is like doing the same thing, expecting different results. But
you refine it though.
I mean, last night was that example. I did 20 minutes, like that 20-minute headlining act that I like my solid 20. Right, I took it and put new stuff in, but I had 4 characters in the audience that I was looping into like every joke, and by the end, like. I did that It joke where I'm like, oh, imagine if 5 Autos walked up to It and 6 and Central, but I used all of the characters, and it was like me.
Amazing.
It was like me, 3 guys, and then Joaquin and Corey Hedetta were there. My first joke hit right off the bat, and this is how I knew it was going to be a good night, is Joaquin's the blind comic. Have you met Joaquin?
Oh, yeah, of course.
And he's awesome.
I gonged him.
Oh, I gonged Joaquin. Poor guy.
Well, at least he didn't see it.
I was going to say thank you, Audie. At least he couldn't see it. Well, he definitely heard it. So.
He heard it.
So he performed last night, and so did Corey Hedetta, who wears like those little
Corey. Yeah,
he wears those little Daredevil glasses and shit. those Daredevil res. Yeah, that res devil. And so they were sitting together, and Corey had went up right before me, and I was like, oh, give it up for all the comedians you saw tonight, blah blah blah. I was like, yeah, Joaquin, it's good to see you. He's the only blind comedian in New Mexico. I was all, but it looks like Corey is way blinder than him. And the audience popped. And I was all I'm saying is, if I were to say there's one blind guy at this table, 10 out of 10 times, it's going to be Corey. And everybody, I was okay, we're going to have fun tonight. So
that's amazing, though. That is so accurate. Those fucking glasses, Daredevil. Man, that's amazing.
Yo, and it's really dope to see this, because before you were doing the roast, I don't know if you ever went to these, but Six Sun Productions used to have a show called UCF. So not UFC, UCF. So it's Ultimate Comedy Fight Club. Mm-hmm. And it was a themed roast show. It wasn't really a roast show. It was a theme show where you'd have 2 comics go up at the same time, and you'd have a theme. So it'd be like sex jokes or drug jokes or family jokes. And you'd have 5 rounds. It was like 5 jokes each. Mm-hmm. And you had a 5-minute time limit on the, or what was it? It was something weird. It was like 2 minutes. Dude, it was too much. I think it was 5 3-minute rounds. It was like ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was 5 3-minute rounds. And so
that's how I met Sam.
Let's do those. Okay, so those were like fun back in the day. And like you said, sometimes the jokes would be whatever, but if you were smart and would rebuttal the other person's joke or talk shit about their joke, or if their shit bombed and you like clowned him, that's where I learned to be quick and rebuttal and all. I'll never forget one of my favorite ones. I went against Ian Ty Jamerson, and I beat him in the first round. And then I was going against Robert Eister in the finals. And I was like, I'm so glad you guys stuck around, because it was sex-themed jokes that night. I was like, I'm so glad you guys stuck around, because nobody would ever believe me if I said I beat a black guy in a sex competition. And it got like the solid pop. And I was like, those things worked way better than any of the jokes that night. So
yeah, because it's like people are, I think a huge thing about those, like that freestyle stuff or just off the top wittiness, is that the crowd feels involved. Yeah, they're included. Oh, I saw this happen. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I remember when it came from this. Like, you know what I mean? I think that's why it just will totally like shift the room. You know what I mean? It's because it's like, oh, this is going down right fucking now.
Oh, I can't wait to see your next outfit, Ani. I'm already pumped, bro. I'm already pumped.
Me too, man. Oh, man. I'm hyped too. It made me want to fuck around. So actually, speaking of dressing up, because I know you told me that you like to dress up. So last Halloween, I dressed up as a Mormon. And I didn't have it. It's because I was supposed to go to that. So Victoria's having that costume contest at Inside Out. And I was like, I gotta go support, but I don't have anything. I was like, but I got this face, and I got a white shirt and a black tie.
I'll just put on my Sunday outfit.
I put on a bike helmet. Yeah. And I put on a bag and everything. And then I decided to take it a step further, and I made business cards that had Latter-day Saints logo, and it said, please help me. I'm in a cult. My family made me join the church. Call the authorities.
Gosh, that's so funny.
And so I had like some like old like Renaissance painting on the business card, and I had to go to Staples, and they're like, you got to print 200 of these minimum. So I had 200 of these business cards, and I'm just handing them out all night. That's
so funny.
And it was like I was trying to Eric Andre like be in character. My name was Gideon, and like I was like Gideon, dude, and I was like handing it to people, like acting like, hey, like let me know if you want to talk.
They probably really thought
I was a Mormon, and then they read it and they'd be like, oh fuck. I actually like met this girl that night that we had a fling for like 2 months.
That's
and, like,
so ill.
And her friend,
she's like, I gotta save this guy from a cult. I have to save him.
Yeah, her friends knew me as the Mormon, man.
The Mormon.
I was the Mormon. Actually, the other at Inside Out again the other night when I ran into you, this girl was like, "You're the Mormon."
You're the Mormon.
So actually, I figured out what I'm doing this next time for Halloween, and maybe I'll do it for the roast. It's gonna be I'm gonna be a hot priest. I'm gonna be
hot piece
a
of
father
sick.
daddy.
Yeah, father daddy. I love that. Father Poppy over here.
And I was like,
it.
I think I'll do another business card, and it's gonna.
I knew that struck a chord with
it's
you.
Gonna be an escort.
There's something about Evan liking to be like. Cause I walked up to him at the last roast. I was like, "What's up?" "What's up, daddy?" And you're like, "Ooh, I like that."
You know what? Actually, I think that is a super weird thing to be into sexually. I'm like Poppy or something, because the daddy thing is just, I just don't get it. Personally, I'm like, there's some weird things going on here that. Why would you call me father?
I don't know what it is, but that's literally been I've been calling everyone for like the last 2 months hot mommy and hot daddies.
Well, see, at least that's like a friendly thing. You know what I mean? But like the daddy thing.
I literally saw, I walked right before this. I met up with Tyler and we're walking up to the apartment, and Sarah Kennedy and her wife are walking up to their apartment. They live across the street. I was like, "What's up, hot mommies?" And I was like, "There's a hot daddy right there." and we're just like, comedians can never be fucking normal in public. We went to goth night the other night.
Life would be boring.
6 comedians in goth night was the funnest shit together.
That sounds amazing.
Oh, it was bro, it was vampire goth night. I literally felt like I was in a Blade movie. It was so fucking nuts, dude. People were dressed up in like literally as vampires and shit, and the music was so 80s goth. And then 5 comedians. We looked like the group from like Recess if they grew up. Like we looked like PBS degenerates. Like I was like the only person like a white t-shirt and Jordans like at goth night.
Yeah, like what? Who is this man?
Is Robert with his leather vest?
Yeah.
Oh man, that makes me think of like that scene of like the goth kids like dancing in that ditch.
One of the best. Can you bring that up on it?
Yeah,
because it is one of the best.
Yeah.
The one with them editing Future's that Molly Percocet song over that Percocet, and the goth kids are all getting it
down, bro.
That might be my top 5 favorite internet videos.
Oh man, I just feel it. I feel like I'm there. I feel like I could smell the Arroyo. You know what I mean? And I'm seeing that, and I'm just like, I'm there. I can hear the cars passing by.
Oh, I totally love it, dude. I could smell the BO and like the metal from all the chains. Like I could smell the copper from all the chains on their clothes. Yeah,
my tongue tastes like metal.
I feel like I'm in the inventory room of Hot Topic.
Oh, absolutely. Like it smells like a refried cigarette. Absolutely. Oh, so you can hear the cars like to the driving over.
Do you think this still like where? I want to know so much about
now.
this.
I want to know the goatee guy.
Where are they now?
Where are they now? Let's do a documentary. I think
the blood guy is intense. Like if you got to be the guy with the blood shirt.
Yo, this video is the shit.
The thing is, they all get it. Like
dude,
no one is lacking, except for the green guy. Triple H is kind of.
Like, I got a knot in my hair.
Yeah, he's over there.
Yeah.
He's a wook now. That guy is total wook at festivals.
Oh no,
switch from metal. Oh.
The guy in the gas mask, he was pre-pandemic social distance.
He's like, I know what's about to happen.
This girl's the best though.
Oh, for real.
She kind of looks like the girl from the video that did things Buqueño say.
Oh my god, for real. I can't get over this guy with the goatee. He looks like he's from a Degrassi episode, and then like, just, like hurt, like right? Like I'm just getting full Degrassi.
The goatee is what
I remember
really
the shooter
does
too,
it.
man. I remember the shooter.
Yeah, man, he's shooting Drake, bro.
It looks like he's like raving, but he needs to like fight Highlander in an hour.
Yeah, exactly. No, this is Mortal Kombat, dude. This
is the background characters of Mortal Kombat.
That dude in the white was literally me at Goth Night the other night. I was like, the one dude just
amazing,
doing a whole different dance, everything.
Oh, this is great, dude.
The best is that there's like a car like off camera, like a family of 4. Like fuck, just let us get through.
Oh my god. Yeah.
We just need to get through home.
What state do you think this happened in? Is this Ohio?
I was gonna say Oklahoma, so really close.
Yeah, I'm getting some sort of like Midwest vibes, and they're like, this is culture because we don't have anything else.
This is everybody in the school that dresses like this.
Sick.
This is wild. Can you pull up the Molly Percocet Future version?
Just because the music, it might get flagged.
Oh yeah.
But
never mind.
Yeah.
Well, just all of you at home, look that up.
Yeah, there's so many different. We might have to like slice little bits of that into a roast promo of them just.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, actually, I think, and anyone listen, this is a call to action to make memes about Zach going into the roast. I got some on the way. We're about to. I got. 3.
Hey, Mulkey, if you're listening, Mulkey already has like 5 great photoshopped pictures of me that I'll wake up at 2:30 in the morning, and if I have a message from Mulkey, I know it's fucked up. Yes. There's one time he took this picture of me at work in a chair, and he blew the chair up so I looked all little in it.
Oh my God.
And there was one time you
got that squatting picture the other day.
That might be the one. Okay, I love it. Yes. I'll send you the picture.
Yeah, thank you.
And so one time me and Mulkey went to Effects. It was like the first time we really kicked it and went out. And we were chilling, we were dancing on the dance floor, and this girl's like, take your shirt off. And I was like, what? And she like, I don't know what. Let's just say I took my shirt off on the dance floor. I whipped it off.
Absolutely did.
I absolutely did. Whipped it off, and I was like, fuck yeah. And Mulkey's all, I bet you can't take your hat off though. And he took his hat off, and he has like the illest thick hair, bro. And I was like, fuck you. And we like got it. And one night at a mic, it happened to be the same thing. Something happened, like Angel started it. Angel took his shirt off on stage because Royal called him out. And then I was the last comic that night. So when I wrapped up, Royal came up behind me with his shirt off. So I was like, fuck that. So I took my shirt off. And then Caleb,
Mulkey was standing next to you.
And he said the same joke again, but some people were taking pictures. So I whipped my hat off that night too. There was a picture of me with my hat off and my shirt off. He took it and made like 5 Photoshop. The best one is he put me in Buzz Lightyear. So there's a picture of me, like bald Buzz Lightyear.
And dude, his face is like this. Like
it's such a stupid face.
Like it's a
I love that.
Oh yeah, we'll see if we can send you those too.
I really need to hit up Mulkey.
Yeah, call to action. Start roasting me now all April and just.
It's the best promo. I'll tell you right now. Getting memes out there, everyone wants a piece. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's dope of you to put your to be able to do it. To get out there and be like, yeah, fuck it, roast me. It's gonna be a great time, honestly. And it's actually really fun to like see people come out and like write these particular things. You know what I mean?
For you, yeah.
Jared even told me the other night, and he's a great roast writer. Like I said, probably his strong suit. And he's like, you are the easiest person to write for. And especially after last week with the fucking Will Smith. You know how many bald jokes people are going to write? How many alopecia wife jokes I'm going to get?
I know, right? That's so genius.
I can't wait for one person in the audience just to be like, keep Zach's name out of your fucking mouth. Maverick and Josh start fighting on stage for me.
Yeah, maybe we should stage a slap.
Oh, that's dope.
It's just something's going to happen. We already know. It's gonna be a fucking. Where are we at?
Well, just before you said bringing that up, I want you guys to talk a little bit about the whole Will Smith thing. Like, what did you guys think about it? Is there the what's going on here, man? I mean, this is a thing for comics now. Comics are like
it's like billionaires doing dumb billionaire shit.
Danger.
It just shows how like disconnected Hollywood is.
That's what it is. It's just so disconnected. It's so unprofessional. And this is my only stance on is like Will Smith would have never done that if it was Joe Rogan. Or if it was The Rock.
Yeah, no
if
doubt.
The Rock said that joke, he would have just sat there and laughed and let it slide. Even if it was like Jason Momoa. But it was Chris Rock and he's way smaller than them. I think he just had his breaking point too. I feel like the last 2 years, Will Smith has just been constantly embarrassed. And the thing is, it made him look more of a cuck.
Dude,
it made him look more bitch.
Yeah, and like now, if anything, like his wife's getting more clowned on now too.
Yeah.
So just
and that's the thing. He's like, keep my wife's name out of your mouth. Everybody's fucking mouth. Like you did the opposite.
Yeah, seriously. And I think, people were saying shit like, oh, he staged it or this or that. But I don't know. You could just see the look on his face.
You could tell by Chris Rock's reaction it wasn't staged.
Yeah, and Will Smith was just like shaking afterwards, like, dude, you're an idiot. And then also, do we live in a fucking simulation that he won the Oscar after that and then not like had like a tearful acceptance speech? Like, I don't know. This shit is.
All I know is like if we talked to if we told like ourselves like 10, 12 years ago what the future would be like, yo, Donald Trump's going to be president. Will Smith's going to slap Chris Rock live on TV.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, you would never...
All the different things that have happened.
Ukraine war, like, it's crazy.
All the different shit, yeah. So you would never fucking expect... Who knows what's going to be next, bro? But, yeah, that's the only thing I think about it. I thought it was a little bitch. I don't think he would have done it if it was, like, a dude anywhere his size or bigger. If it was, like, a dude, it wouldn't have went down.
I feel like way worse jokes have been said. I mean, think about Ricky Gervais at the Grammys and shit like that. It's like, and as far as like the news said, like Chris Rock didn't know she had alopecia. It wasn't even an alopecia or her being sick joke. It was a G.I. Jane joke. And even in G.I. Jane, she was a badass chick. She wasn't sick in G.I. Jane. He didn't do like a Philadelphia joke. Yeah. Did you hear Andrew Schultz's thing? Like Andrew Schultz really went in. Yeah. Like you could really joke if you want to joke. Chris Rock, and he even said he's like, that was a light one, and he was right. It was a light one. Yeah, it was hella light.
And yeah. So that's my take on it.
Yeah, I think it was dumb as hell. It was entertaining though.
It was fucking dope.
It was like, yo, did this shit just happen? Like, definitely an iconic moment in television. I love it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I love that.
The slap heard around the world.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, God, the internet content, like it's still kind of fading off right now. And it goes to show that like we just need like one little thing to happen, and then it just like reverberates through the internet through memes for like a week, and then we're just like, all right, what's the next thing?
What's new?
One big like question I think it put in the comedy scene is, are audience members gonna now think it's okay to act that way? Like if one of the most famous looked up, like Will Smith's not only famous, but he's known to be like the good guy. Like he's the Fresh Prince, he didn't cuss in his raps. He's always been like the family guy. Like so if he acts like that, I think the question is, do audience members, and I hope not. I've performed since then. I haven't seen that. I've roasted people since then several times. Last night, that was my style of roast is like very sweet and then sour though. So it's like I compliment you, roast you.
Yeah.
And so it's almost like it's the misdirection of the roast.
Yeah. Right.
And
I think it's definitely a little like, because now everyone has their opinions too of like good for Will, like good for him to do that, or like, and then people like are in all these different directions. But like the other thing is like, all right, like at what point are we losing like the pureness of what comedy is?
Exactly.
Like, we should be able to joke about anything, basically. Obviously some things are in bad taste, but like that one wasn't that bad. And so it's like, oh, where are we going to start drawing lines or what? Like, and like if someone's hosting the Oscars now, are they going to like hold back? I hope not.
You know what I mean? Ricky Gervais already says he doesn't do the Oscars just because they won't give him free reign of what
they write a lot of his jokes and stuff.
Yeah, and they screen them. Like, so they'll screen a lot of your shits. Chris Rock, that wasn't a joke. That was a on the top, just said thing. So, I don't know. I mean, I've never really messed with like too much big of pop culture, and like red carpet events has never really been my thing.
Right.
But, I mean, like I said, hopefully it just doesn't make people think that they could act like that. And with the situation like us being in Albuquerque, with comedy clubs have security. Revel has a couple, but
Revel has my homeboy that works
your
at a tap
homeboy.
room.
Exactly.
Yeah. like
the other day, like we literally have thought about it before, especially when we're doing shows at breweries and stuff. Like, oh shit, if something happens, like we're the security, we have to break things up. Like, I did a show one time at Canteen, and this dude, this is the only time this has happened. I actually never talked about this. So my family used to come out. Canteen has those big like picnic tables, so you kind of have to like sit with other people sometimes, right? She was sitting across from this dude, this older white man, and he was like a little drunk and wasn't like saying or being weird, but he did something where I think he like tried to put like a napkin in my mom's purse. Like, it got weird. And then my dad pulled up, and my parents are separated, but my dad's an OG, bro, and he's still cool with my mom. And he literally, like, this dude started getting a little weird, and he's all, if they don't leave, he's all, I'm gonna fuck this guy up right now. And so there's no security. The brewer, like the employee, so I told him, I was like, yo, this guy's being hella weird with my mom. I think he did a couple more weird things. He was just being like real like creepy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And I told the employees, I said, if you guys don't kick this guy out, we're gonna have to handle this like right now.
Yeah. And
luckily they made him leave. But man, like I said, you never know. There's no security in any of these breweries. So if that did happen, I mean, shit, look what that shit happened with Mike Tyson a couple weeks ago, where that guy got all weird and pulled out the gun.
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't know. What?
Mike Tyson was at a comedy show in LA. It was like a rooftop comedy show. This audience member stood up all like weird, wanting to talk to Mike. Mike kept his cool. He just sat at the table. The host was like kind of holding back. And they're like, bro, we told you got to leave. Like, what the fuck? And he was like being all weird with Mike. And then dude straight pulls out a gun, bro. And luckily they like talk him down. And he like puts it away. And Mike like gives him a hug and like gets him to leave and shit. But bro, like, what the fuck is going on?
That's fucking nuts. Yeah, and people can do some fucking crazy shit, man. I mean, just like pull out, you know. I don't know.
There's like a little clip of it right away.
What? How did I not hear about this shit? I guess everyone's talking about Will Smith.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, and this was right before. This was March 23rd. So.
Yeah. All I need is a shoe. Huh? All I need is a shoe.
Look, there's a comedian's literally on stage with the mic, bro. The guy in the backward hat is the host. So he's telling him to dip. And you could tell right here is where he pulls it. So he pushes him, and look, right now, boom, he pulls the gun out. And you could tell because everybody, look how cool Mike Tyson. He doesn't flinch. Everybody's like starts to scatter, and he's just like.
And Mike Tyson's like, I don't give a fuck.
See?
All right.
Mike Tyson's on another level now.
He's on another level.
He's done so much DMT. He's like, it's all love, man. Like, you can kill me. It's all good.
I'm ready to leave this simulation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's wild, dude. What the fuck? So what the fuck was he doing?
Yeah, so luckily nothing happened, man. This is the middle of look, comedians still on stage with the mic. Like this middle of a comedy show with Mike Tyson in the front. Like, so
what the fuck?
I think the biggest thing now is you're probably gonna have to just be better security on hand, because I think people see security, they're gonna act stupid. But I think a lot of people over serving could be a thing too. You know?
Yeah, man. That's why I always try to get our shows like done quick within 2 hours, because like it's like people are acting dumb, but also they just stop giving a fuck, because out here they get so drunk. 2 hours in, they're like, I don't even know.
Shit, we'll see how it is on 420 then. Exactly how you said. We'll see how the year.
People are all smoked out.
Yeah,
I still think there's like a lot of that crowd that just goes because
I think so too.
You know,
it's not even gonna be a
crazy
thing.
Is that like there's so many like people that just go. I don't even know these people are, and like these new faces. Like that's what I think about the old like rap battles or doing hip hop shows or any of that shit where you see like the same 20 people, and then you know, and then there's the other people, but it's like these roast battles are a bunch of fucking randoms.
Yeah,
and then like we have our groups and stuff, but like just a bunch of people that are showing out, and like. People are just buying tickets before the show online.
People are already asking me where to get tickets. So yes, so people are asking me for tickets. Where can people get tickets to the roast battle on 420?
Tickets are on Hold My Ticket now, and then you'll be able to get access at the door.
Okay, so holdmyticket.com.
Just look up comedy roast battles or look up roast to Zach Abeyta.
All right, roast to Zach Abeyta on holdmyticket.com 420. And thanks Angel for reminding me. He just brought up my April schedule. So like I said, this is probably my busiest month, guys, and for not even leaving the state. Like I'm here all month and I'm busy all month. So this is actually my one chill week. I'm gonna do what's Saturday? What's this Saturday, Angel?
Saturday is going to be.
Let's promote that first. Let's promote Angel's show first. Angel's gonna be headlining this Saturday at the Hopper Brewery.
Yeah.
It's Bad Boy's second headlining set ever.
And I do a lot of other things too. I bring my electric guitar.
I was just if you haven't seen Angel, seeing him headline is honestly my favorite way, because when he brings his guitar, he does cover songs, he mixes it up with jokes. He's an amazing guitar artist. So if you don't follow Angel, guitarist.
He's guitarist.
He's the best guitarist.
He's guitarded.
The best guitarist you've ever met.
So no, for real. Follow Angel on Muse Me TV on Instagram. If you aren't, he posts his solo. I mean, can they see you real quick? Are you on camera? Throw you on camera. Look at his guitars behind him. He's serious. So Angel kills it.
I can just tell. I can smell it in here.
Yeah,
so so this is his second.
Yeah.
So what's the date?
That is going to be on the 9th.
So April 9th. So this coming Saturday, April 9th, Angel's going to be headlining at the Hopper, and I'm going to do a feature set for the homie, for young Ani. And then the following week, it's just nuts. So April 14th, I got the Outpost. That's Robert Eister's show. I'm going to be on that, featuring for the homie Steph Darnell, who's headlining. And then April 20th, we got the Roast. That's me, Revel, 7 p.m., Evan Wrons. So check us out.
Hey.
The very next day, I'm at Salt Yard West, opening for someone really dope. It's Guy something. Homie Leroy from Santa Fe hit me up. He's throwing this one, so that's going to be dope. Salt Yard West. Then April 23rd, I'm hosting a 420 show at the Launchpad. A bunch of different local music acts. The Rhythms, one of my favorite. They're like a local reggae band. Cool, really cool homies. So I'm hosting that. Bunch of music. Then April 29th, Enchanted Circle Brewery. And then to end out the month, I'm doing the open mic at April 30th, an art show at Remedy Coffee. Last month, we had a blast.
We'll be here for that one.
We had a blast last month. Any homies that are artists that want to set up a booth, get at me so I can send you to the right person, because people sold a bunch of merch. It was actually one of the best open mics I've been to for a Sunday day mic. So, yeah, check us out. All April, we'll be rocking.
Evan, do you have any promotion, anything you want to get them followers to get you at? Where can they find you?
Follow ABQ Roast Battles on Instagram. Keep up with all the roast battle stuff. You can, keep up with like the skits I make on my Instagram, Evan Wrons. Actually, I'm working on shows. I write music in a funk band, and then I also I still rap a little bit. Sway school, yeah. So I got some music out there. We're gonna do a show Inside Out on May 19th.
Yeah, Evan's my boy. a lot of people, you'll get it twisted about him. He's a good guy. Even though he has weird tattoos, he looks like he's in Good Charlotte's Web. Like,
but Charlotte's Web. Okay.
But it's, yeah. No.
I was born at the book fair, but I sleep on the sidewalk.
Yeah, he looks like he's sponsored by Scholastic.
Let's drop some of this tea though. Like people got it twisted. I would love to hear, because people don't really know me also too in the scene. They just see me throw the event. And
that's why I think it was great to get you on tonight, man. I don't think anybody knows your background is that extensive in comedy roast and in the rap battle scene. Yeah. So they go hand in hand. And a lot of people probably wonder, because once in a while there'll be a rapper on the show and people are like, oh, that's interesting. Now we get it. Like, we totally get it.
Yeah, so that's like, I just try to like blend it all together, and like that's who, what I do is I just want to be creative in all the different ways, like I try to direct videos and we do the skits. I mean, you did a scene with me for Santa Fe Brewing, and so like that's just kind of, I just want to do it all.
Shout it out. Tell people what you do for the day job too, real quick, because that's some local promo as well.
So I do the marketing for Santa Fe Brewing, and so if you've ever seen any of those like Instagram reels or TikTok videos that are just like funny and shit,
and honestly,
hopefully they're funny.
Who's the homegirl that you work with? Because she's really funny.
Yeah, Addie. Addie Prochnow. Shout out Addie.
Addie probably has the funniest like promotion clips right now. Comedians take note, because this chick is funny, dude. Yeah, and it just goes to show you, put out content and don't be afraid to like you said, like put some effort and some exaggerate and be silly, because their Santa Fe promotions are killing it right now.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun because we just like improv, like I come up with the idea, and sometimes we brainstorm the ideas together. Like that's also really a great part about it. I'm lucky to have people that work with me like that, and we'll just like, we're like, okay, we know where we want to start this, we kind of know where we want to end it. You and I even did that the other day when we filmed our skit. Is like, okay, we know where we want this to go, but let's keep bouncing off and just do it in the moment. And so it's great to just like film that shit, and then you cut it all up together, and you're like, whoa, like this is a thing. I didn't really know what this was going to be in the beginning, but this is taking on a life of its own.
Exactly.
And so we've gone viral a couple times on TikTok for Santa Fe Brewing, and just kind of seeing what that's done for the brand and where it's going. And so, this is something I say to all comedians is like, if you are really trying to pop off, I mean, I'm not saying this because I have yet or anything on my own, but I do it in my own way. I'm happy with what I do. You know what I mean? But like growing your brand, like put videos out there, make TikTok videos, make Instagram reels. Like you can reach so many people outside of your following because of the way the algorithm works. And so that's a whole nother conversation, but that's what I do for a living. And I'll tell you right fucking now, I could change your life for sure.
Dope. Take notes, guys, for real. Take notes, because putting out content, think about it this way. We got on stage as many times as you can, and you still have only been on stage in front of hundreds, maybe thousands of people. If you have one viral video, it's seen by millions.
Yeah.
So you got to think about it like that. So really good bit of advice.
Yeah, man. And it's fun. It's another craft, and just like have fun with it. There's something about it when you get to have a video, and it kind of captures that time in your life. You know what I mean? Like if you're coming up with like random things, and like there's certain jokes I look back on, I'm like, oh, I remember where that joke came from, or where that idea came from. Late guy at the orgy. That was our joke the other day.
Fucking late guy at the orgy is so funny. Imagine that being the late guy to the orgy.
Yeah, like, he just walks in the door like, oh shit.
You're like the only asshole fully clothed. Like you have to pull down your pants. Everybody's.
You brought like potato salad or something.
How lame is if you're like taking off socks? Like,
did everybody eat already?
Yeah, exactly.
I brought snacks, and just in case, I didn't know if you guys worked up that appetite.
Yeah, so it's just
there's something there for sure.
Yeah, it's just fun to like pull ideas out of random. Like I think for me, it's things that don't make sense. I did like a point of view of someone drinking water for the first time.
Okay.
And then it's like, but it's literally just a person drinking like a cup, like as if you actually had a glass cup the first time a human discovered water, as if, we didn't evolve through this millions of years or whatever.
The dumbest ones are the ones that click too, man. Like those silly premises and stuff.
Yeah, just like how did you think of it like this? You know what I mean? I think that's like where the internet, like we've seen so much different kind of shit now that like people want short content that's like, whoa, like I never really thought about it that way. Yes. Like that's, so I think be weird and embrace your weirdness through content for sure.
Damn, I think that's a great way to end the podcast right there.
Hell yeah. Thanks for having me on.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Come check us out, you guys. 420. Check out Evan Wrons, ABQ Roast Battles. Do it every month. You already know. Thank you, Ani. Muse Me Studios.
You guys are awesome, man.
Yeah, shout out on Hell, man.
Let's go. Again. Episode 24, FiendCity Podcast.
That's my number, too. That worked out. 24 is my shit.
There we go. 24, we out. Let's go. Ani, Ronzi, we out.